Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Millennial Classics, where we react to the best and most memorable movies, music, and culture-changing events of our generation. We're back at it with some more Wednesday today.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Boom! Shakalaka turner!
Let's see what's happening. I do know from episode 6, the therapist, she's the one to blame. I don't know. The therapist is not the monster. The therapist is Laurel Graft, or that the lady from the Graft family that died, and everyone was supposed to have died, right? She was supposed to have jumped off a boat or some shit. Bullshit, obviously, right? I still think the painter boy, I'm so bad. This is episode 7 and I don't know their names. This is not a good look. All I know is the dude who did the paintings, he has to be the werewolf. Yes, Xavier Thorpe. He has to be the werewolf. Tyler got slashed up by the werewolf. And the reason I say Xavier has to be the werewolf is because every time the werewolf is present, 10 seconds later, he's there. Oh, surprise, I'm just here to help. Oh, surprise, do you need me? Oh, surprise. And it's too coincidental, right? Every time Wednesday has a thought, a plan, an idea, she goes into the shed and he already has an already painted, perfectly imaged picture of it. Right. So it's asking for too much. It's asking for too much. Larissa allowed Wednesday to stay, even though she broke all the rules. Enid seduces to Wednesday, and that brings us to Wednesday. Wednesday is living that Raven life. She is alone. She uses people. She only cares about herself. That's not entirely true, right? We found out during episode 5, she really does care about the family, but it's not that she only cares about herself. It's that she's willing to do whatever it takes to get what she needs. And a lot of the times that means lying and manipulating her friends or people who think they are friends. And she doesn't see it that way. Maybe the communication needs to be better, or she needs to just stop using people. Just tell people, I'm going to this house, a scary house. You might get killed, but I need a second hand. I'm almost 100% sure Tyler, the coffee kid, would have helped and just at least dropped her off. I'm not so sure about Enid. Enid would have been there for moral support, but if she just said the truth instead of let's have a girls' night, let's go on a date, and then take him to this hunting place where the werewolf scratches Tyler into pieces. Let's see what happens in episode 7. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's move. Let's groove. Doo-doom. If you don't woe me by now, I love this. I love this show. Oh shit. Did I miss something? Who died? Don't say it's the bee guy. Fuck out of here.
I enjoy funerals. I've been crashing them since I was old enough to read the obituary section. Mayor Walker was murdered.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry. This is truly sad. This music is bumping. Not bumping, but it's not like too on the nose. It's beautiful. I almost want to know what song this is. Wednesday doesn't matter what the mood, the situation, nothing.
Hello there.
Counter!
Oh shit!
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester? Ah, he's got the cut!
I like it cut, G.
I like Uncle Fester already. But how is he making electricity? This dude is a Super Saiyan. If you don't woe me by now.
How long have you been stalking me?
Just flew into town this morning and was hit by a wave of nostalgia.
I thought you didn't go to Nevermore.
I didn't. Your dad got all the brains, but I used to drop in on him, usually from the ceiling with a dagger clutched between my teeth just to keep him on his toes.
Of course.
Jesus Christ.
He filled me in on what's been going on. Monsters, murder, mayhem. What fun.
Oh, the beehive. That's my boy.
This place belongs to a friend.
You've actually made a friend. That poor kid will be going home in a body bag. I like a hideout that comes with snacks.
Huh?
Those bees are hibernating. They're practically Eugene's children. That means do not eat them.
When you give me that death stare of disapproval, you remind me of your mother.
Oh shit.
Speaking of scary things, you know what kind of a monster you're dealing with?
Haven't been able to identify it.
It's called a Hyde.
Isn't Jekyll and Hyde? You've seen one before.
Oh yeah, in '83 during my vacay at the Zurich Institute for the Criminally Insane. That's where I got my first lobotomy. But you know, lobotomies are kind of like tattoos. You can't just get one.
How is that possible? That's not possible.
Olga Malikova, she had it all. Beauty, brains, and a penchant for necrophilia.
Jesus Christ.
Olga was a-
Jesus Christ.
One night, she transformed in the middle of a Chopin sonata, massacred a dozen audience members.
What triggered her?
No idea. I only saw her in group electroshock therapy. You tried Nathaniel Faulkner's diary?
Who's that?
Before he founded Nevermore, Faulkner traveled the world, cataloging every outcast community.
How do you know this?
You think your parents can't keep their hands off each other now? Oy vey.
Oy vey.
I showed up unannounced one night in Gomez's dorm room. Let's just say I wasn't interrupting a pillow fight.
Uncle Fester, the diary. Where is it?
Nightshade's library.
We'll sneak into the Nightshade's library tonight. In the meantime, lay low. If you are discovered, I will disown you and collect all the reward money tied to your capture.
I'd expect nothing less.
Am I assuming he's an assassin?
Leave the bees alone. My novel started out as a twisted fiction, but somehow reality has turned it into my own personal looking glass. If Floral Gates died 20 years ago, then who was sleeping in her bedroom?
That's the
Why do
question.
they have photos of me? Goody predicted this quest for answers would become a lonely pursuit. Of course, Goody is nowhere to be found when I need her. The dead can be just as annoying and unreliable as the living.
Sorry, I figured you were still at Mayor Walker's wake.
As soon as the dirt hits the coffin, I'm out.
How's everything going?
Solitude suits me. With no annoying distractions, I'm almost finished with my novel.
Was I an annoying distraction?
You definitely had some annoying habits.
Guess I'm the lucky one with a new bestie that doesn't try to find ways to endanger literally everybody she comes into contact with. In fact, Yoko and I are so in sync that she's begging me to be her new roomie. Permanently. Enjoy your Solitude Wednesday.
It's not solitude if you're still here.
Why can't you say sorry? What's her deal? She obviously feels something. Let's see this diary. I mean, don't they have the meetings down here? Don't they want to clean off some of the cobwebs? I know it's aesthetically
Uncle Fester?
fits the situation, but
Who's Uncle Fester?
yeah, this dude
What are
has
you doing
fucking problems, bro.
Since I'm an actual nightshade, I don't have to explain myself. What's your excuse for creeping around in the middle of the night? You know what your problem is? You don't know who your real friends are. I've been on your side since day one. I literally saved your life. I believed your theories when nobody else did.
Every time the monsters attacked you,
Yep.
I've been right there.
Yep.
If I am the monster, then why haven't I killed you?
Because for some reason I cannot fathom or indulge, you seem to like me.
How long have you been lurking?
Long enough to feel the tension between you two. Yowza!
Wowza.
We cut it with an executioner's axe.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'd recognize the patter of those fingertips anywhere. Hello, thing. You can't still be mad about the Kalamazoo job. It wasn't my fault. Oh, you said you could crack that safe in 30 seconds.
Let him go.
Kalamazoo.
Show me the diary.
Do I have time for a snooze, or can you crack this one quickly?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
This is
Uncle?
brilliant to a replay of Kalamazoo.
Ay, ay, ay.
These are some sweet digs. How'd you swing your own single?
My former roommate couldn't handle my toxic personality.
Oh shit.
Here it is. Faulkner describes Hydes as artists by nature, but equally vindictive in temperament.
Come on, man. Who else can it be besides Xavier? Artists by nature?
Born of mutation, the Hyde lays dormant until unleashed by a traumatic event or unlocked through chemical inducement or hypnosis. This act causes the Hyde to develop an immediate bond with its liberator, who the creature now sees as its master. It becomes the willing instrument of whatever nefarious agenda this new master might propose.
Well, that's fucking...
Anyone willing to unlock a hide is a next level sicko.
That means I'm not looking for one killer, but two. The monster and its master.
I didn't mean to startle you.
That was quick. Good job, Uncle Fester.
Enid has requested to room with Yoko for the rest of the school year. When there's a falling out, I like to get both girls' perspectives on what happened. You two seemed as thick as thieves.
As thick as
Ultimately, thieves turn on each other.
Deflect all you want, but you and I both know that you care about Enid. Part of the dorm experience is making friends with people that you wouldn't normally connect with. And those friendships often turn into lifelong bonds. Is it really so difficult for you to admit that you made a friend and now that she's gone, you might actually miss her?
I'll survive alone.
That's the answer.
Well, if that's your decision, I'll submit the forms to Principal Weems.
Hey, being a solo Lobo has its perks. You get to live by your own rules, do whatever you want. Just look at me.
Does she really want to be Uncle Fester?
I need to talk to you. No, like right now.
Yeah, it's of course him.
Yeah, I know where that is.
At least he's the
Okay,
I think he's the monster, but
20 minutes.
who's the one that let him go?
Bye.
Who are you talking to?
It's none of your goddamn business.
I know what you are, Xavier.
Can you stay the hell away from me?
So I think the therapist would make the most sense as the person who would hypnotize, the person letting that awakened Xavier's monster.
Let's hit the road.
Ay, ay, ay. This is adorable. Yes, I knew it. She's driving a Prius. It's not a bad decision. I know it. I knew it. I knew it. It took me a while. I always had my paws on Xavier.
Wednesday. We were just talking about you.
Speak of the devil.
Shit.
Well, what's the verdict, Doctor? Am I cured?
I'm glad you find it amusing because the judge assigned to your case won't.
I've explained to Dr. Kemper that you've recently been taking small but meaningful steps towards embracing your new Nevermore family.
I've been reading about hypnotherapy. I think it might be a good technique to unlock my inner Wednesday. Are you a devotee?
Yes, very much so.
Oh, God. Done and
I
done.
applaud your new willingness to delve deep into yourself. I'm seeing you on Monday. We can start then.
Kimbot has to be Xavier's master. The hide lays dormant until unleashed by a traumatic event or unlocked through chemical inducement or hypnosis.
Ah, come on, girl.
She must have figured out he was a hide and used hypnotherapy to unlock him.
Made you a quad on the house.
Hey! Thanks, kid. Need a refill on this puppy, too.
Is that?
It's called a hide. Your father gave you explicit instructions not to be near me.
My dad's not here and I'm on a break.
Well, apparently a hide needs to be unlocked by someone. Its master.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Tyler,
Here we go.
what'd I say?
For the record, Wednesday was trying to keep a distance. I was the one that sat down with her.
All right. Putting these up around town, it's a bank robbery suspect and he's a real creep. You haven't seen him, have you?
No.
Yeah, he'd be pretty hard to miss.
He robbed a bank? Uncle Fester's about that life, bro.
So, about rescheduling our date.
Still, this dude's
Go
about...
between the monster and my uncle.
And no excuses. Figure after what happened last time, you owe me. 9 p.m., Crackstone's crypt.
I don't miss her. Friends are a liability and can be exploited. That makes them weaknesses.
Jesus Christ. They do so much more. It outweighs the risk. Come on, man. Come on.
It's not a date. It's a quid pro quo for almost getting him disemboweled.
He legitimately said date. He said date. We need to reschedule the date.
The last time somebody threw a surprise for me here, it did not go as planned.
I guarantee this one won't make you pass out cold. But you do have to close your eyes.
I'm only doing this because I owe you.
Okay, at least you said
watch your
it.
step.
At least you said it. At least you said it.
Wait here. Close your eyes. Okay.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
No one's ever taken you on a picnic inside a crypt before? How do you feel about scary movies? Prepare to be horrified.
Aww, Wednesday. It sounds like Enid. What? Oh, is that Legally Blonde? That's a great date idea.
That was torture. Thank you.
Okay, don't hate me. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I want us to be more than friends.
I'm not friend material, let alone more than friend material.
Hey, you can keep trying to push me away. It's not gonna work.
I almost killed you.
I survived.
Beginner's luck.
I'm tougher than you think.
You're making a mistake.
Probably.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Why? So did they kiss or no? Oh, shit!
The diary.
Oh, God. What the actual fuck? Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Doctor, help! Help, help, help! Thing's not moving! He was stabbed!
You've got to wake up, thing. You've got to wake. Who the fuck would do that? Wait, this show is real, bro.
He's gone Wednesday.
No, he's not. Think. If you die, I will kill you.
Ah, thank God!
Who did this to you?
Let's get him stitched up first, please, please.
Promise that whoever did this to you will suffer. And it will be slow and excruciatingly painful. I found your motorbike, so the sheriff won't be far. You need to go. Maybe next time steal something a little less conspicuous.
Well, where's the fun in that? I'll lay low here tonight, keep an eye on the patient, and I'll skedaddle in the morning.
I guess I'll see you at your arraignment or the next family reunion.
You'll always be my favorite, Wednesday.
Be sure to tell Pugsley that. It'll give him a complex.
Emotional for a second and right back at it.
It's not some kind of random prank.
Whoever ransacked my room also stole Nathaniel Faulkner's diary.
That's supposed to be safely locked in the Nightshade's library.
So you do know about the diary, which means you also know the monster we're after is called a Hyde.
Faulkner spent years studying hides. He wanted to determine if they were just mindless killers or conscious of their actions.
What was his conclusion?
He was killed by a Hyde before he could reach one.
Jesus. For
Others
real?
tried to carry on his research, but the Hydes were too unpredictable and violent. They were officially banned from Nevermore 30 years ago.
Why didn't you tell the sheriff?
Because then, Nevermore is done. Over. Shut for good. And that's not happening on my watch. But I'm not the only one withholding. If you suspect someone, you need to tell me.
Why? All you've ever done is gaslight and obstruct me. You don't care how many people die as long as your reputation is safe.
I am protecting our Nevermore family, which also includes you.
I don't know. I'm torn here. But what would the sheriff do with the information if it being a Hyde? The thing is, Larissa needs to be more, but she needs to do some true investigation with her own students. Because if she knows she's the monster is a Hyde, the Hyde has been around the school, she has to at least admit to herself that one of the students. But the thing is, each student that comes in is checked and understood as to like what their reason for admission is, right? Like Larissa knows that Bianca's a siren, knows that Wednesday's a vision thing. Like she picked it up really quickly because she knew that her mother had it, right? So she knows the reason why each of these people are coming in. So she might already think like, I've already did the admission. I know none of my students are a Hyde. There's no reason for me to assume it is. So I don't know. I feel like plausible deniability is maybe, I wouldn't say that. I would just say, I don't know. She should share the information. Wednesday's right, but who with? How can it be helpful for her to share that information?
I have information about Mayor Walker's murder.
Oh my God, could the siren be?
Printed these off my dad's computer. Seems he was trying to track down someone. Laurel Gates. Looks like he started right after outreach day.
He must have recognized her there.
According to the British police report, Laura was presumed drowned, but no body was ever recovered.
The therapist.
Apparently the Gates mansion was purchased a year ago by a 90-year-old candy heiress. She then mysteriously died and gave all of her belongings to her caregiver, Teresa L. Glau. It's an anagram for Laurel Gates.
Laurel secretly buys her old house and then comes back to Jericho as someone else.
Revenge on all the people she blames for her family's misfortunes. Your father, the coroner, my parents, and most of all, Nevermore.
How exactly does the monster fit into all of this?
The monster is called a Hyde. It's been doing Laurel's bidding. She controls it.
You know who Laurel is.
Wednesday? We don't have an appointment scheduled for today.
I know you're Laurel Gates. You've come back to Jericho to seek your revenge. And so did Mayor Walker, which is why you had to kill him. I mean, who better to slide in and out of the hospital undetected than a psychiatrist under the guise of visiting another patient?
You're not actually accusing me of murdering the mayor.
The roses you left in Eugene's room were your mistake. They were the same variety I found near your childhood bed. There's only one reason an overqualified psychiatrist like yourself would settle in the inconsequential backwater that is Jericho. It allowed you to crawl through the troubled, young minds of outcasts until you found one that you can manipulate to exact your revenge.
You know what? I don't have time to deal with your delusional fantasies. I have a patient emergency.
Who? Xavier? I know all about the secret sessions you've been holding in your car. I also found the cave in the woods where you've been holding sessions to unlock his hide.
You are so out of line.
Do you know how violently unpredictable a hide can be? Or was your plan to have Xavier committed before you could turn on you too?
Wednesday, you need help. More help than I can give you.
Who are you calling, Xavier?
I'm going to recommend you stay in a juvenile psychiatric facility for observation.
You and I both know I'd be running that place in a week.
Principal Weems, it's Valerie Kinbot. Wednesday Adams just barged into my office.
I wasn't aware that Wednesday had a session today.
She didn't, and her behavior was completely irrational.
She's gone. Dr. Kimbot's dead.
Fucking Christ.
This ends now.
You know what? You need to stay out of my space.
You need to take your own advice. You left that in my room. Actually, you left it in Thing.
You've been spying on me because I'm the villain in your fantasy. My father thinks that my mental health is a PR problem that he needs to manage. I wasn't in your room. Believe me or don't believe me. I don't care.
Your painting's been improving. I enjoy this one in particular.
Oh, shit.
Feels like you really lived it.
What do you want?
I'm asking the questions. What is Roan's inhaler doing in your shed? Are Eugene's glasses? Are these stalker images you took of me? Don't forget your latest edition. Kinbot's necklace.
No. Somebody planted that stuff.
Please! Drop the knife! Down on your knees! You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Appreciate the help, Adams.
You framed me being set up. I should have let Rowan kill you.
That painting is just too coincidental. That's fucking bullshit.
Hey,
You're back.
I'm gone for a few days. The place gets trashed and Thing almost dies. Someone's got to look out for you too.
What happened to rooming with Yoko?
Yoko's great. I just decided I needed a few more boundaries.
Skip the tape.
Don't tell me Wednesday Adams is mellowing out.
Never. More like evolving.
1 inch of duct tape at a time. Everything you said about me is true, but I don't apologize for it. Not anymore. It's just who I am.
Thing said he missed you.
I missed him too. I'm sorry about Xavier.
I'm not. There's nothing quite like the feeling of being proven right.
Except maybe someone to share it with. Thing may have blabbed about your date with Tyler. So how'd it go?
It was interrupted.
Well, I heard Tyler's working the late shift.
This is confusing. I mean, it can't wrap up this easily, this quickly.
Dad told me what happened with Xavier. That guy always seems so normal, you know, for an outcast.
It has made me reevaluate things. Like who I can trust.
Does that mean you're ready to be more than friends?
Back to being friends with Enid, kissing Tyler. Oh my god! Is that Tyler?
I need to go.
Wait, what the hell?
Wednesday!
Wait,
Of
what
course,
the
the
fuck?
first boy I kissed would turn out to be a psychotic, serial-killing monster. I guess I have a type.
Is Tyler really that crazy? Does he know? Like, the question I have is because... No, we're not watching this right now. The episode with the dance, I remember saying specifically that I thought that he was way too, they were painting him out to be this like perfect little boy. He wants to help everyone. He's like doing these perfect dates, right? He's the one asking his dad for therapy. So I was like, I'm waiting for the ball to drop. And I think this is it, obviously, right? So if he's 100% the monster, my question is, does the person that's doing the mind reading, hypnotizing, whatever the fuck, is that person like, does Tyler know what he does when he becomes, well, he has to know what he does when he becomes the monster because he turned back into Tyler after he killed the therapist, right? So he must know. And if he does know, then Wednesday's right. He's a fucking psychotic, like serial killer. And he's just willing to continue. But if he doesn't know, that's a different situation. But how can you not know when you're full of blood after turning it back into yourself, right? So what does that mean for my man Xavier? Is he really just confused and painting scary ass pictures? Are these really just visions that he's getting? Who is the hypnotist? I'm so confused. Wait, let's put this together slowly, right? What did Wednesday say? She's like, so it has to be related to Laurel Graft. So the hypnotist has to be Laurel Graft. It has to be. It has to be. So who are the women in the show that could be her? Could it be Professor Weems? Wait, but why would it be Professor Weems? It can't be Professor Weems. Well, maybe it is because Professor Weems was on the cell phone with with the therapist when we heard the footsteps in the thing. I don't know who it is. Ugh. All right, I don't know anyone else that would be Laurel Graft. It can't be Bianca. Bianca is black. Laurel is white. Who the fuck? Is it the lady who's not an outcast but still teaches there? But why? But why? The only time she was ever suspicious is when she dropped off Professor Weems after, or picked up Professor Weems, or dropped off, she dropped off Rowan. But maybe she didn't know that that wasn't Rowan. But did she also pick up Professor Weems? I forget. I don't know. I don't know who it would be. I really don't know who it would be. I have no idea. This show is amazing. The show is amazing. I kind of feel bad for Xavier now, but at the same time, it's hard not to blame him. All right. I'll catch you guys next week for the finale, for the end of Wednesday. And then we'll get to pick a new show. If you guys are watching this, just let me know what TV show you guys want me to do not next. Because I don't know. I'm torn between going back and doing like an old classic TV show or continuing to do like the thing that's around. But there's so many new shows that I want to do. I have to do Succession. I think it's going to be Succession, the last season, obviously. If you haven't seen the previous, that's the only reason I don't want to do Succession, because some people haven't seen it. But at the same time, fuck, I love that show. Yeah, so this is it. I'll catch you guys on the flip. We'll find out at the end what happens, because now we know that Tal is the monster. It's so sad that Tal is the monster. But like, I don't know, like as cute and as lovely as I thought that they were, I wasn't sold all the way. I thought, all right. I'll let you guys go. Deuces. Catch you next week.